Hi everyone, this is Mr. West. Today we're doing a Khan Academy tutorial on calculating mean and median from data displays. Now, in order to understand this, I would recommend referencing some of my other videos on histograms, including read histograms or create histograms. But I still will give a little bit of general background knowledge on everything that we're talking about. Let's go ahead and get started, just so you know what I mean. So Marcus asked 10 people at a juggling festival what age they were when they started to juggle. Here are the results. So this is a histogram. The big idea from histograms is that they're divided into what are called bins. Okay, so each bin is a range of numbers. So these are ranges. And the ranges that we're talking about are people's age ranges. So there's different ways to go about this. The first kind of thing we understand is the axes. We have the age down here and then the number of people here. So we know that in this particular bin, let's call this the red one, from 5 to 10 people, 5 to 10-year-old people, there are 2 people that responded. So 2 people belong to that bin. Okay, so if we wanted to call this the 5 to 10 group, okay, there would be 2 people that belong in that group. And then we could do this for all these. So the next one over, I'm just going to use purple for all of them, is 2. There's two people that belong in this group. There's 3 people that belong in this group. And then there's 1 person that belongs in that group. So in total, we have 6, 9, 10 people, because I counted all these numbers up, added them, and that's our value. Now, it's often, just so you don't have to say the range each time, you can just reference the bin by its upper limit. So I'm going to call this the 10 bin, or if you want, you can still call it the 5 to 10 bin. But I'm going to call this the 10 bin just for ease of use. So here's the 10 bin. Here's the 15 bin is the next one over. I'm counting it by the number to the right. So that's the 15 bin. Then we have the 20 bin. We have the 25 bin. And we have the 30 bin. Okay, so just as a reminder, this bin goes 5 to 10. This one goes 10 to 15. 15 to 20. 20 to 25. And then 25 to 30. Okay. Now, how many people? Well, we have 2 people in this one. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 3, and 1. Okay. Now, how do we find the median when we're given this information? Okay, I think the easiest way probably would be, there's a couple different things we can do. We can create a dot plot for this real quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 1. And what you can do is you can start crossing off on the left and on the right until you get the middle. The median means the middle after it's ranked in order. Okay, so it's already ranked in order on this histogram, so we have to rank these first, and then we can cross off and see which one arrives in the middle. So left, right, and then we see that in the middle we get this 15 to 20 range. Okay, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to call them by the upper. Remember how I was saying that to the right? So I could write down the data set. So this is using a dot plot. That's one method. The other thing we can do is we can write out the data set. That's the numbers. Okay, so let's just call it by the upper limit. Okay, so this one we can say that's a 10. How many people were part of that 10 bin? There were 2 people. So I need 2 of those 10s to represent that 2 people belong to that data set, that group. Okay, the next group over is the 15. Okay, that's the 15 bin, and there were 2 people also for that. So I'm going to write down 15 twice. For the 20 bin, that's the next one over, there was also 2 people. That's the 20 bin, and this still is 2 people. So I'm going to go 20, 20. Okay, and I'm running out of room, unfortunately. I wish I had started a little bit more to the left. But the next bin is the 25, and there's 3 people for that. So I'm going to write the 25 out 3 times. And then I have 1 person only for the 30 bin. Okay, so that was 1 person, and that was 3 people. Okay, so I can do the same thing where I cross off left, right. This is more along the lines of what you normally do with the median. So I go left, right, left, right, left, right, and then you can see that I land on these 2 in the middle. Okay, usually works best when there's an odd number, but we know that our range, the upper limit was 20, 15 to 20. Okay, we did that with a dot plot also, and that is our median. Okay, next question. Nija recorded the mass of each rock in her collection. Find the mean mass. So this one is a dot plot. This one's a little bit easier, but let's go ahead and start with calculating the mean for this. So for the mean, what we're going to do is we have to, hold on, mean is the same thing as average, writing this out, is the sum divided by the count. The count just means the number of people that reported, or how much is in the data, how many numbers. So here there are 6 data points, so we know our count is 6. Now the sum, this is where we have to actually add, and I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit. I'm going to use a calculator. So I have 35. Oh, sorry, I need to write out. I suggest writing all of the numbers. So I have 35. I have 2 39s. I have 2 43s. And I have a 44. Okay, so there is my data set, and I'm trying to calculate the sum of that so I can find the mean. So the sum is 35 plus 39 plus 39 plus 43 plus 43 plus 44. And that equals 204. Okay? And what I'm going to do is if you don't like this notation, it's the same thing as 204 divided by 6. I'm going to type that into my calculator also. Oops, it's not 204. So those that are following along at home, I forgot to type in a 3 for 43, so I need to add 39. And that gives me 243. Sorry about that. That's 243. I would have got this wrong, but that would have been embarrassing. So 243. Okay, and I divide that by 6. And I get the mass, the mean mass is 40.5. I'm going to double check that just real quick so I don't end up getting it wrong. Always good to check your work. Plus 43 plus 44. 243 divided by 6. Okay, so I got 40.5, so that's what I'm going to type in right here for my mean. That means the typical mass for this particular rock collection is 40.5 grams, which is kind of nice because that's right about here. Okay, so it kind of splits the difference. It's about halfway between this group and this group. Okay, so that's the mean. That's why the mean is a good measure of sum. And we got it. Okay, that plot below shows how many chocolate chips were in each cookie Amelia took to work. Find the median number of chocolate chips. Median, again, talking about a different way of measuring center. We're talking about the middle after it's ranked. So you can do the dot plot method where we cross off. Left, right, right. And what I'm doing there is I'm starting to the furthest left. Okay, and then what I'm doing is I'm working my way in. And then I start on the furthest right, and I work my way in. So I crossed off 3 on the left, 3 on the right. I'm going to continue 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Okay, ooh, this one's different because we're going to land on 5 and 7. So I'm going to show you another way second when I put it in the data set. So we have 0, 1, 1. Okay, those are my values. 3, 5. This is my preferred method. 7, and then we have 3 8s. 8, 8, 8. So again, I can cross off. Left, right, left, right, left, right. I just think this way is a little more organized, and we land on 5 and 7. What do you do when you land on 2 numbers and they're different? They're not the same number. We have to find the mean between those numbers. Okay, that's going to be finding what is exactly in the middle of these. And to do that, we add the 2 numbers together and divide by how many there are, and there's 2. So we do 5 plus 7 is 12, and we divide that by 2, and that gives us 6. 6 splits the difference. There is our median right there. So 6 chocolate chips is the median of that particular data set. Okay. And if you're a little lost or anything, don't forget to pause and rewind if you need anything explained again. The 13 members of a running club recorded the total distance they ran each week. Here are the distances. So which interval contains the median distance? So again, we're looking for the middle here. I think it helps if you guys either make this a dot plot or into a data set. I'll do a dot plot. No, I'll do it the data set. Okay, so here, I'll call this the 5 bin. I'll call this one the 10 bin. This one the 15 bin. And then this is the 20 bin. Okay, so for the 5 bin, how many people did we have? We had 2 people. Let me actually erase this. We had 2 people in the 5 bin, so I'm going to write that number twice. 5, 5. Okay, that's that bin. For the 10 bin, I had 3 people belong to that, so I'm going to write that number 3 times. Same thing with the 15, also 3 people. And then for the 20, I had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Left, right, left, right. So left, right, work my way in. Left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, and we land on 1. It's an odd number, so we land on 15, and that's our median. The way to do it, if you want to do a dot plot, you just write your ranges, 5 to 10, 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, and you just make dots here instead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you do the cross off, same deal. And what you're going to get is you're going to land on this little column here, probably that one right there. So it's the same thing. The 10 to 15 bin, the 15 bin as I called it, are going to be your correct answer for the median. And that's it. We got it. So that's all there is to it. It's a lot kind of going on there. You have to know about histograms, know about dot plots, got to know mean, median, all those things. I explain all those in other videos, but if you ever need anything, leave a comment. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next time right here on West Explains Best.